his family and whatnot. There must be transparency. That's what we're asking. There must be accountability. That's what we're asking. If a player violates this rule of yours, the rule, the whole play, the player gets fined on their bonus, on their salary, and so on. Who is getting fined for this grievous career-threatening tackle one? Who is getting fined for missing out when to apply the law? There must be a reassurance that the law of the game are still being applied consistently, regardless of the status of the club, regardless of who the player is, their color or their origin or their status. If player safety is truly the priority of modern football, which you have been called on to keep and apply, then moments like this demands explanation. The integrity of officiating the Premiership, a big brand that is bringing in a lot of money, depends on this. And if you, as the head of PGMO, cannot strongly do this, I strongly invite you and the big goals of the PGMO to publicly release the audio to show accountability and consistency is the word I'm looking for. Now, let's just revise the case. If Calvin Bassey had done this tackle on Phil Foden, the case would be different. And I don't want this to become a race thing. It's about integrity and accountability and keeping the integrity of the game intact, because Premiership is a big money blower. And if we begin to kill the integrity of Premiership in your watch, well, it'll be a shame on your personality, because you have held integrity as a referee. Now you're the head of a referee. You're now beginning to blow a stinker. You need to address this, because I can't make sense of it. And I need someone to just come out and say, this is the reason behind or why that tackle does not deserve a red card. Let's just imagine one more thing. If Phil Foden had been given the red card, the potency of City's tackle would go down. Not to say they might lose, but it won't be the way it ended. There's a possibility that Fulham, on the other hand, could have ended a draw, or potentially even won the game playing against 10 Man City. So everything you do here and how the games are officiated impact not only the team that are playing against each other, the other teams, and also the future of the game. Please, Mr. Outweb,